you're ready, you can go ahead and begin.
Alright. Have you ever thought back and wondered why? When you were young, you'd seek so much comfort and joy when you built these marvelous fortresses. Fort building helps children to develop and mature in life due to the various benefits it provides. Well, let's learn how it helps children develop and learn about their environment, but also helps some kids escape from reality when it's just too overwhelming. Now, so how do we develop our adolescent mind? Well, first, we need to build our independence. As famous author Paul Scott says, kids are starting to create a separate self away from their family. Now, what's this mean? First, we need to remove the restrictions that our family put on us, and we need to grow, mature, and shape. Because once we remove these restrictions, then we can really form ourselves into who we are today. We also build other skills, such as construction, and we also build analyzing and geometry, because we have to know how we build the pellet forts, and we have to understand the area we're building them in. The developing child mind is vast and full of imaginary potential. The environment we're placed in really defines how vivid we can go. Our environment and creativity is really important when you're building pellet forts. The environment we're put in affects the type of effort we make. And back in when I was a little kid, I lived in South Dakota, and I didn't really have blankets and stuff to really, well, I had blankets, but I didn't really have I didn't have disposable blankets I could make forts out of. Instead, I went outside and I would make my pellet forts out of snow. And I'd take these giant snow mounds we had back in our backyard, and I'd kind of burrow into them, and I'd line them with pillows, and that was my pellet fort. It was really warm. As you can see in the handout from WikiHow, it's not really a pellet fort, it's more like a blanket fort. And it shows the different types of forts that we can make. As you mentioned before with the fort, if you want to say. Now, our creative nature is improved through the construction and designing these forts. As designer and editor of Scholastic, Megan Hess says, by their very nature, kids channel their inner decorators, and home forts are very do-it-yourself. So, how does that relate to pellet forts, though? So, when we're looking at pellet forts, we really decorate ourselves because we use our imagination. I mean, to the naked eye, a pillow could just be a pillow, but to us as children, it could be our bed or sofa. And the environment we're put in gives us a sense of security, but sometimes we can't really control what affects us outside the fort. Now, the people around us can really affect our emotion and our anxiety. And pellet forts can really help us calm down. Now, as famous psychologist Jordan Peterson says, an anxiety-induced attack makes the self smaller and the ever more dangerous world larger. But when it comes to pellet forts, we can really step away from that anxiety that the world throws upon us. Now, when the world does throw upon this overwhelming emotion, we kind of see ourselves as ants, a lot smaller than what's being thrown at us. And what if we can step away from that and create our own large kingdom, per se, and build something where we can step away from that overwhelming power? And we can really use a pellet fort to cope with this detained kind of version of reality. Now, while the harsh reality may tear at children, the sense of accomplishment and security we receive from creating our masterpiece allows us to rise from our feeling of defeat. The reason we create and design these masterworks and fortresses is sad, but it can also be inspiring. Our young minds sought after knowledge and triumphed over an overwhelming reality. We built our minds to be strong and sturdy, while maintaining our sense of youthfulness and imagination. The children who had to hurdle life and triumph over the meanies built their forts high and knew they were safe there. Although we never really knew as kids what we know now that what we did as children had meaning and importance to change us into who we are today. Now, I hope you now realize that pellet forts were a lot more important than we may have thought. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. Thanks, Gideon. And if I could